What's up, y'all? I'm Jay Funkadelic, and welcome to the Funkable Operator Podcast, episode 24. Today, I'm talking about the way the lives are getting crazy these days. You know how shit could be. The times that I been going to hip hop events. Shout out to the Locks. I want to make a smooth shout out to the Locks that really put a good hip hop concert last night. And shout out to my boy Dwight Doc Gooden. You know, went to see him yesterday at the Murphy's Bar. We took photos, signed autographs, but I tore it up. There's a lot of shit that been going on in life. You know, there was a girl that got assaulted by a suspect yesterday, and you know he was in custody. They had a warrant for his arrest, and there was a lot of shit going on from the days I've been Jay Funkadelic. You know, shout out to my homegirl Chinese Kitty. Shout out to Connie Diamond. Shout out to Kaya Baby, and whatever the case may be, how hip hop should be. When I went to SOB's last Saturday night, and we had a blast and a good time, and the situation got very further in life, making sure everything is propaganda for the agenda. You know, a lot of shit been popping off for a long time. You know, for a while now. God is good. God is grace. Amen. God bless everybody in this world. The people that lost their lives, the people that, you know, took advantage of every little thing that people wanted to see eventually. We got to make a change in this world. There's a lot of gunfire happening in the streets. You know, people are getting killed every day over health and gunshot wounds to the head, and you wind up in the hospital and you pass away, no matter what the situation is. But thank God for hip-hop, because hip-hop is a way out of listening to the music and knowing about the facts and spitting the bars for your own near future. Talking that talk, you know, talking my talk. Make sure that I'm alright. Nothing's really changed in the game. But last night I went to see Millie. Shout out to my boy Millie. You know, wanted to see him perform last night at the Amazura Concert Hall. We had a fun time. You know, there was a lot of, you know, situations over there when I bumped into my man Grilla Nems. He really ignored me when I tried to say what's up to him. There's things that have been jumping off for the situation that I'm feeling, how everybody's feeling in life. Trying to get a hold of yourself and do what you need to do, and not fuck around for nothing you see in reality. There's a whole lot of things going on with myself, probably. You know, I wanted to talk to some ladies out in the street, but, you know, sometimes you get your ass kicked talking to a woman sometimes, and it feels like you're living in the dirt, 6 feet under, like you was in a coffin, you know, laying there in the casket because the girl didn't respect you, or she had a fucking murky attitude, or whatsoever. The time I've been Jay Funkadelic, it's been 20 years for Rise of Funkville to rise again. I'm dropping new hip-hop heat in the near future, so stay tuned for that. There's a lot of shit been popping off with doing studio time. I'm going to keep writing my rhymes. I'm going to keep spitting my bars. If and, but no maybes. I try to live hip-hop to the fullest no matter what could happen to me in my own lifetime. My lifestyle remembers what the hell that I'm talking about. You know, the situations gets very further when people would really understand why that I'm getting really not nerded How people really wanted to see what I would do in life, making sure everything is my own propaganda to see a situation go down no matter what could happen. We all human beings, we're not robots. We're not fucking space cadets. You know what I'm saying? We're not animals. We're only human beings that are alive in this world, trusting a lot of situations that can go further down for what is right, for what is new, for what is not wrong. The situation with me, I've been really taking care of myself, but eventually the shirt is kind of overweight. You can see that I'm a little heavier than you think I was. My stomach is big in the picture. You see that. I try to lose more weight, but unfortunately I couldn't even understand that the weight could shed off even if I eat healthy or do some exercise or walk or run or like jog in the park for a little while, right in Pelham Bay Park, or getting my situations all steadied up for the situation with my own self, with me, myself, and I. A lot of things been really changing in life. How the food could be very expensive. How you pay $1.25 just to buy a can of soda in the Bronx, in the MTR grocery. You know, there's a lot of things that I really represented for what I recommended to be represented. You know what I'm talking about, no doubt. Don't sleep. I eat every day. I go to the bathroom. I take a piss all the time. I've been leaking in some certain places. But you know, when you leak at certain places, you know, people would want to beat the hell out of you because you're pissing in public and people look at you funny and they want to hurt you for that type of reason. Why would they want to do that? How can I really explain how the situation could go down when you take a piss in the bushes or something? People look at you like you're fucking crazy and they want to take your cell phone and just record a video of you taking a piss. But that's not necessary that I recommend it for my own self. All the people have to do is mind their business and keep it moving. Just like the way I say, Kim, keep it moving. No shot of a doubt, Jay Funkadelic remains the Funkable operator. I remain on the MIC spitting my bars. I remain rapping on a piece of pad and a paper. You know, getting my shit done, doing my tracks, take my time. Not to be in a rush to do a fucking record. How I see life could change very drastically eventually. The times of my own situation. I don't really need a vacation. The only vacation I need is like take some time off. But I like to work nowadays from not walking off the job or, you know, getting fired or getting suspended or feel that I'm not be able to work because I'm on trial and error medication. And people are just like very disgusted that I left the job and walked off. And people don't want me to back in their store, or people don't want me to back to go to work or whatnot. But I do my thing regardless. You know, I've been doing my job regardless the way how I feel a situation where that I take advantage of my own self and not really give a shit about another person or anybody else in this world. Not really giving a fuck about nobody else but yourself, whatever the case may be. And that's how I feel about the situation. Taking advantage of my own self the way I see it. I've got a lot of fortune and fame. You know, there's a lot of things I can make money from working, gambling, smoking, drinking, farting, shitting. It didn't even matter how the situation could go down the way I see shit like that. The only way I could handle my own self is, you know, go to work, get paid, take buses, take trains, take Long Island, take New Jersey railroads, wherever the case may be. If you ain't got no money, if you ain't got no paychecks, life could be a real bitch and you drop dead right in the street. I make the money. And don't make the money make you. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You make the money, you get your paycheck, you cash your check, you spend all your money in one place, which is very lame and unnecessary to do. You got to fight your own feelings of you, the way you act, the way you participate, not to show people inappropriate behavior. There's a lot of things in life meant to be going on for some type of reason that people don't give a shit about life, and people don't respect nothing anymore like they did from way back in the past. A lot of people don't live long in life. A lot of people don't live long in life, no matter what God brings them. God can bring you happiness. God can bring you drama. God can bring you evil. God can make you ugly, and God could make you live terrible. Just remember, God works in mysterious ways. How you understand why. That God is your only hope. That you remain on this world and you do whatever you feel like doing, if you have a job or going to an event or something, like the way that I see a situation pop off or go down or whatever, and see how things could really be. Not for nothing. You know, this is my podcast, episode 24. And I've been doing a lot of doing better things, having a better life, going to my medical appointments. And, you know, the situation could pop off no matter what could happen in this industry, from seeing a rapper taking a photo and getting pushed by a security guard. I would love to meet Nas one day, you know what I'm saying, Nas or any other rapper that I'm going to run into, no matter what the situation is with my own self, how that I feel the way I should feel about getting money, getting paper, getting what I need to have, and really representing myself to the fucking fullest. The way I should go out is my own life that I live. By the way, rest in peace to DJ Mr. C. I remember last week he passed away from sugar diabetes. Like, the brother didn't take care of himself. Like, one day he was at work, but he wasn't feeling good, and he died peacefully in his sleep, I believe. Rest in peace, shout out to DJ Mr. C, and rest in peace, shout out to O.J. Simpson. There's a lot of people that are dying these days, but they're dropping dead like dead flies. How would you know you want to go to a funeral and see dead people laying in the casket and in the coffin, and you say your prayers, and you bow down, and you make a prayer, you light up a candle, and then you talk about how they treated you, the way they said, you know, the situation where how you felt good about their lives, the way they're resting in peace and they're listening for what the hell you're saying. There's a lot of people I lost in life. Didn't really give a shit about anybody else but my own self, taking advantage of the good situations in life, making sure that you're being healthy, you're exercising, you're doing what you need to do in life. And, you know, you watch the news, you watch the programs on the TV, you hear somebody get shot, raped, and, you know, stabbed. Like, you have a bad health situation, you have heart disease, you have cancer, lung cancer, whatever kind of illness people have that they can get sick from, no matter how, you know, better you would feel to be alive and wealthy, the way you see shit go down, the way it should go down, and you know what time it is. You know how I feel about the situation with myself, feeling the way I feel and getting ready to cooperate and communicate with people, no matter what that I say, to feel okay from the ROMs that I'm spitting, in the studio. Got a good engineer that be producing my own tracks. Shout out to Jermaine Bright from Tron Recording Studios. We get along pretty well in the studio, making sure everything is phenomenal, making everything happen, making the tracks get butter, making them get hot, no matter how the situation would go down when, I'm laying the track and, he makes the pattern of the beats. It could be a Fruity Loop Studio or an MPC that really he wants to use to make the beats, and the music sounds crazy and people are just enjoying it. No matter what the situation may be, you freestyle, you do it off the head. But the way I like to write my rhymes is with a pen and a pad and write, one paragraph or two or three or four, what matter the song may do when I conquer it. How I represent it, what I recommend that people should write their own rhymes and not be a stupid rapper telling you why you want to make a record sound like mumble rap and people are not really feeling it. The songs could be whack and, talking all that garbage and not really giving a fuck about people doing this mumble rap. And you're in the studio, the engineer's producing your own tracks, and the way I feel it, you got to put funk in the trap and make it sound kind of better. Even you like just the funk with the funky drummer beats that James Brown was singing on from the instrumental part. I did a record called Bars Off the Terror Dome, and that record was kind of hot off my Funkable Legacy album that I did in 2021. Well, the rap game is the crack game, but I really don't even think that shouldn't be the crack game. Not in my own opinion, the way I see it, just like the way I should see it. From the bottom up, from the bottom down, from the bottom up. I've been making a lot of shout outs to a lot of people that passed away, a lot of people that I didn't know about, or people that I did know about. We're all human, we're not robots. I'll say it again. We're all human, we're not robots, we're not space cadets. The human beings eat, drink, sleep, shit, fart, whatever the fuck they do. We have our own lives to take care of. We got things that we have and our responsibilities, and getting ready for the summer. It's going to be May next month. My nephew's going to receive Holy Communion. I can't wait for that to pop off so I can have a good time, not have an attitude problem or get in that situation where people are just going to be fucking around for the last minute. I like to be a quiet and humble guy, making sure everything is a propaganda situation with me, myself, and I. And that's how I really want to represent myself to the fullest and getting ready to do my own thing, making sure everything is okay for my own self. Well, by the way, I'm Jay Funkadelic. This is the episode of the Funkable Operator Podcast, episode 24, and I'm out. Peace.